Hey everyone, I can now say it's finally finished. What you've all been waiting for since 2016, the exhaust system is complete, and it's just been a journey. So I want to show you this short film and tell me what you think. So let's roll. So do you wish you had this exhaust system for your Mercedes-Benz W220? Well, you're in luck because I made this exhaust systems for you. That's right. So, you know, how it all started is I was looking for exhaust systems for the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Couldn't find any. Well, I should say for the W220, I couldn't find any. And so I decided, well, let's make one for the S-Class from scratch. And you know, if you're thinking, well, there's the AMG mufflers. Well, those I don't really think fit the car well. You'll see some S-Classes and it'll just have the single tip AMG exhaust, and it doesn't do the car justice. In order to really bring the S-Class to life, especially to lift the rear end, to really kind of boost the rear end's looks, it needs quad tips, and that's what I did. I used quad tips and I just put a lot of attention to detail into the exhaust system. I added the bracket that connects both pipes together so that the tips don't move in case you like bump into something or, you know, something hits the tips. They're not gonna like, you know, get out of alignment. So the bracket is just one of the things that I've added, one of the features. I also welded the tips instead of just using clamps, because what I've learned is that it's better to just weld the tips for just more reliability, more durability. So I made a flat connector beam to connect the two exhausts or the two pipes together. And this beam cuts through the air, so it's more aerodynamic, it creates downforce. So your move, Mercedes-Benz F1. Yeah, Total Wolf, I'm talking to you. Oh, and I'm faster than Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, and for materials for this exhaust system, I went with raw steel. This is the only one that's going to be raw steel, and the next ones from here on out are going to be all stainless. So the price for this one will be lower than the stainless steel lines, the stainless steel production exhaust systems that I'm going to be making. So definitely check out the price for this one in the description below. So I chose these tips with like the angle cut, and I actually staggered the tips as well to kind of contour the bumper of the Mercedes-Benz just to kind of like fit the curve. So they're staggered and they have the aggressive angle, and it gives the car a very OEM look. Also, the sound of this exhaust system is not loud. It's not loud, it's not too quiet either, especially when you get on it, but like when you're kind of in like, you know, 7th gear and you're just cruising at low RPM, you can barely hear the exhaust system. Even when you really like open up the throttle and you're at high RPMs, it still doesn't sound loud. It has a very OEM tone to it, you know, so people, it's the kind of sound where people say, what kind of car is that? Where did you buy your car? I want that car, it sounds nice. Not, oh, that's an exhaust sound. Where did you get that exhaust? Or, oh, that obnoxious exhaust tone. It's not like that at all. It's very beautiful. It sounds elegant, it sounds classy. The sound, the tone is very OEM, and it fits the S-Class beautifully. So going back to the connector beam, I've also included a GoPro mount. So yes, you can actually mount a GoPro to this exhaust system. So if you are gonna be that, let's say you're in some kind of racing series and you know you're the pace car, or you're in a drift series and you're the lead car and you want to get some footage of other cars drifting and you want to do it in style in the S-Class, then I have you covered, because I included a mount for the GoPro, so you can add a GoPro, and it just, you know, it's just one of those added features that I kind of thought about for this exhaust system that would be really cool. So just one of the more things to consider when purchasing this exhaust that you will not find on any other exhaust system. So your move, Hoonigan, although I would like to work with you guys. So if you're watching this video, definitely give me a shout out, or I can give you a shout out and we could talk, hopefully. Yeah, so moving on. All right, so if you live in Georgia and you don't mind driving out to pick this up, then I will keep it in one piece. Also, if you live, you know, in nearby states, or if you just want to drive and come pick it up, I will keep it in one piece. If not, then the plan is to cut it and then add flanges, in which that'll be the plan moving forward with future exhaust systems. It's just better for shipping. So it won't take away anything from performance or anything like that, but if you do want to come pick it up and you want it in one piece, let me know and I'll keep it as is for this particular system. Also, if you want a system in the future that's stainless steel and you do want to pick it up and you want it in one piece, then let me know and I'll definitely set it up that way. Another feature that I added to this exhaust system is the X-pipe. And on the original exhaust system, how they did it is they took a Y into a 3-inch tubing, and then they turned it back into a Y on the exit. Whereas with this exhaust system, I have it going into an X formation, and so that just gives you a little bit more high-end performance, and it's better for acoustics. I know a lot of you would be thinking, whoa, have you heard of an H-pipe, or why didn't you use an H-pipe? I did some sound acoustics research, and you know, I really kind of spent a lot of time focusing on just different types of sounds and how it'll be with V8 engines and Mercedes engines and everything like that. And I decided on the X-pipe. So I think it sounds great. It gives it that nice OEM tone. This X-pipe in particular is a little bit bigger, and the ones in the future will be custom made by me. This one is just kind of like a mass production X-pipe, but it's still great, still performs excellent, and reliability is top notch. So just wanted to let you guys know on that, and moving forward. Another thing with the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, which is kind of surprising because they put so much attention to detail in the car, and then they kind of just like skimped out on the exhaust system, but I eliminated as many hard bends as possible. So this exhaust system has the minimal amount of bends that will allow it to fit OEM style on your car. So it's a direct bolt-on. And speaking of bolt-on, that's another good feature about this exhaust system that I thought about, is that it's a catback system. So it goes all the way to the catalytic converters, but you don't lose your catalytic converter. So you can still pass emissions unless you're in California, which I won't even sell to California. So sorry, California. But yeah, it's not like gonna affect emissions in any way. This exhaust system is not gonna affect emissions in any way. But it is a catback system. So it's gonna go all the way, it's gonna start at the end of your catalytic converters and work its way back all the way out to the bumper. And there's no resonators because the Mercedes-Benz S-Class has 4 cats, and those cats act as resonators. So it gives it the perfect sound. Plus you have the X pipe, and then you have these 2 Ys that just like really kind of reduce the sound a little bit. And so it all helps to create that nice OEM sound that's not too loud and not too aggressive, but it still sounds nice. And it gives it that V8 rumble, and it lets people know that you have something under the hood, or at least under the car. So yes, that's one of the other features I wanted to mention, and let's move on. That pretty much sums it up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Give this video a like. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I look forward to just making many exhausts for you guys out there for the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, for all you fans. This car is truly amazing, and I just want to be a part of that, be a part of this community, and really help everyone out. So with that said, I'll see you in the next video.